there, it's Johnny Lance again with Title Exchange, and today I want to show you guys how to run a seller side net sheet. Now, I want to preface this that I love running a seller side net sheet, so if you're a real estate agent watching this, or if you're a seller out there who owns a property, you can reach out to me literally 24/7. I run these pretty much all day long. I love running them, but I want to show you a video today how you can easily run these on your own and really just show you how simple they really are. So the first thing I want to do is go to our website, which is greatclosings.com, which you can see here. If you click on this button, get a quote. Now, you want to click on this login or register. Now, it's going to go ahead and sign me in because obviously I already have an account, but I'm going to sign out real quick and just show you how quickly you can create an account. So you'll scroll down to the bottom, click here to sign up for free. All you got to plug in is your email, first name, last name, create a password, and then you can select which rep you want to be associated with, and then just let us know. Are you a real estate agent, lender, home buyer, seller? Click sign up. It's that simple. So I'm going to go back to sign in and sign in under mine. And then once you're signed in, you're going to have the same platform that we see here. So under these estimate tools, we have all these different options. So there's a lot of stuff that we can do as far as buyer's estimate. We can do a title quote, which is going to show the title fees for just a buyer and a seller. My favorite and what I run most often is called a seller net sheet. So when I click on this, we're going to go ahead and plug in just a property address. And as you start writing this address, it should start to auto populate. So we're going to use this one for now. And then this is where we'll plug in our sales price. So when you're running these, you have the ability to run it in multiple different ways. You can play with the sales price. So I'm just going to use a number for now of $350,000. Then we get to pick our closing date. So I'm going to go ahead and adjust this towards the end of June, but you could choose that whenever you want it to be. And then the one thing here is in our county, depending on what county you are in Florida, in Tampa or Pinellas and Hillsborough County, the sellers pick title. So you don't need to check that, but it'll just default it based on the right county that you're going to be in. And then the one thing that I always look for with title insurance, if you're selling the home within 3 years of when you bought it, you're going to get a reissue credit because we're not having to pull that far of a title search. So it's going to save you. So what I do to be able to check on that is I go to the county website, which for Pinellas County is pcpao.org. And you can easily search our database, search by address, 7382 120th Ave. And then I scroll down to this section here, which we can see bought it in May 23rd of 2018. So it's getting really close. So I'm going to go ahead and plug it in here just for the sake of running number. But you have to be within that 3 years for you to get that credit. So come back in here. That sales price was for $241. So you would plug in what the prior sales price is. And then one thing I have to adjust here real quick is just our funding fee is only $25. But you can adjust. So all these fees are going to automatically auto-populate, but you can also always manually adjust those, but you shouldn't have to. Under this tab, we can plug in a mortgage payoff if you know what it is. So I'm just going to go ahead and plug in a number here. You can always leave that off and subtract it from the bottom line if you don't know it exactly. But if you do know it, you can put that on there. Then we're going to plug in our real estate commissions. So I'm going to go ahead and plug in 3% to both sides. If you're an agent and you charge a transaction fee, you can plug that in here. If it's within an HOA, you can plug in how that HOA is paid. Is it paid monthly, annually, semi-annually? And you can plug that amount in there. There's no HOA for this home, so we're going to leave it off for now. And the other thing is plugging in the property taxes. And what this is going to do is going to go ahead and prorate those property taxes for you. So the other website that I go to is our Pinellas County Tax Collector. And depending on your county, it's going to be the same county tax collector website. And so when that loads, we're going to do a property tax search. Same thing, we're going to plug in our address, click on the tax bill, and it's going to show us last year's tax bill was $3,377.92. So we're going to plug that in, 3377.92. And then here, if we had any additional expenses or credits that we want to plug in, like for example, if it was in an HOA and we wanted to add that estoppel fee, which is typically $300, you could plug that in. For this case, there's not one, so we're going to take it off. If you are paying any buyer paid closing costs, so let's say buyer paid closing costs, and let's say we're going to give them a $5,000 credit, you can plug that in there. And then all you got to do is hit this calculate button, and it's going to do all of this for you. So here we can see, based on our sales price of $350,000, we have all of those title closing fees that we went over on the Alta the other day. We have our doc stamps tax to the state of Florida. We have our mortgage payoff, real estate commissions, and then those taxes prorated. And then there's that buyer's paid closing cost that we plug in there. So once I have this generated, I can click download PDF, and it's going to download it into a really sharp looking PDF that we can then email it out, text it out, do whatever we want to it. So hopefully you're able to see this here. I think it's a really sharp looking form. It shows our sales price of the property, what that prior policy amount is, if it's within 3 years. Here's our closing date. It'll have all of my title information here, so our contact information here. And then here's that bottom line number of what that seller is going to actually net or walk away with at closing. So I think it's super fun to be able to run numbers. Anytime you're going on a listing presentation, you always want to come with a net sheet so you can show your sellers, hey, here's what you're going to actually walk away with, after paying the real estate agents and after paying all of our title and closing fees. And if you're a seller and maybe just saying, hey, I just kind of want to play around and see what my bottom line number could be, it's also a great way to run these numbers just to give you something to look at as well. So hopefully this just gives you guys another added resource. If you have any trouble logging on, just give me a call or shoot me a text, and I'll help you get an account set up. All right. Hope you have a great day. Bye.